Hi everyone, Nicole Martinez with Module 8. Starting off with our resource summaries. The first one, the Moral Compass video by Lee, emphasized integrity and consistency. He said that there was no gray area, only right and wrong choices, which I think is so difficult to separate sometimes. His quote about being a leader and everyone knowing about your personal life was really interesting for me, and it drives the importance of acting professionally both inside and outside of the workplace. And then I also really liked what he said about being consistent and staying true to that moral line that you draw in the sand. The video of Bucaro was very enlightening, and I thought he was a very intriguing speaker. I appreciated how he told personal stories related to the topics he was presenting about. One of the things that we've been reading a lot about lately is putting students' needs first. And that was one of the things he believes in, is putting people first in your decision-making processes. I really enjoyed the story about him and his dad and the math classes he took in school, and how he said that a grade point average doesn't equal to a kid's self-esteem. And then, similar to what Lee said in the previous video, he stressed the importance of sticking to that moral line and knowing what is or is not negotiable and the moral or ethical dilemmas. The third one, the video about moral emotion, was about how humans allow emotions to follow societal norms. This could be used in either a positive or a negative way, but I think the big takeaway in this video was about emotion versus logic, and either not allowing those paths to cross or to make an ethical decision if the two happen to overlap. The fourth one, this article explained the different ethical decisions making methods and how the different methods are used in various situations. It really stressed the importance of kindness and how kindness can build tolerance of people, but we should not simply tolerate people. We should respect and build them up by cultivating those ethical norms in others. The last article was the one that I found that was the most interesting. And I think it was because it looked at the moral compass from an entirely different perspective than just right versus wrong, because it asked the question of what is true north. It talked about how morals are constantly evolving because of societal norms and what people deem as acceptable behavior. But in the end, everyone's morals compass is vastly different from one another, especially when you factor in religious, political, and cultural beliefs. So in regards to my moral compass, the items that are in bold and near the center of the compass are the ones that I feel are the backbone. And then the items toward the outside are some of the smaller components. I've chosen not to separate personal and professional norms because I believe they go hand in hand and intertwine within each other. I think part of being a good leader and leading by example is following your moral compass both inside and outside of the workplace, especially after watching the video about Lee when he said that basically your business becomes everyone else's knowledge. Slide 4 is my reference page. And then for the addendum, I felt this module increased my knowledge about ethical behavior as it relates to my own life. And I was able to see the correlation between what is ethics and then cultivating ethics in others and leading by example. The module was relevant, and it again reaffirmed the importance of ethical and moral decisions. There were also new information presented in the videos and reading that provide me with different insights, like how emotions are a huge part of dilemmas that we are sometimes faced with, but we have to make decisions and act in conjunction with logic. And then after completing the module, I know that I definitely need to work on drawing that line in the sand of what I feel is acceptable and what is not. I know that every situation is different, but it's still important to stand your ground and to follow through with consistency. Thank you.